Okay, okay. No, the only reason I was trying to ask that question because, I just went to church today, and you sometimes you see people that are older, and they kind of feel, oh, it's only young people. Writing books are only for young people. I'm too
No,
old.
no, we're never too old. You too old when you let it be old.
All right.
No.
My saying is when you get 100 years old and you get in a rocking chair, then you can kind of relax then. That's my
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, because this generation now, like in New York, you can see women in their 60s and they don't even look in their 60s. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's up to you. It's up to you when you allow your age to put in your mind, okay, I'm that age, it's time to relax, then that's when you're going to act that age. So keep it young in the heart and young in the mind and keep living life to the fullest.
Yeah, you have a strong, I like your energy, very strong, very confident. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, well, let's go here. Tell me about where were you born? This is my basic questions. And where did you grow up? Just for the audience.
Okay, I was born in Brooklyn,
Okay.
Williamsburg,
Okay.
and I was raised in Brooklyn and some in Connecticut because my mother
Okay.
left. She left New York because she said it was too bad for us, so she took us to Connecticut.
Okay.
And then I went back to New York after I got divorced
Okay.
when I was living in Connecticut, and
Okay.
then from there from New York, I said, okay, let me try something different. Let me come to Florida because my mother's in Florida,
Okay.
and I'm here.
Okay. Okay. And this is one of the old questions I ask authors as well. And because you're a successful book author, that's very, very beautiful. Tell me what question I want to ask you, mother or father or grandmother or grandfather, were there any sayings that you had, that they had, that kind of that stuck with you? Like, for example, my mother would say, it only takes a few people, she's 78, it only takes a few people to get something done. You don't need an army to get some work done. And that stuck with me for, to up to this day. So to this time. So tell me, was there any type of sayings growing up that you heard as a young person, a young kid or whatever, that has always been a part of you, stuck with you?
The only thing, my mother, she always told me, like, you know, finish school.
Okay.
I mean, don't have kids. Wait until
Okay.
until you're successful. But us
Right.
when we're young, we don't listen. So
Okay.
now I tell the new generation, listen to me. I've been through it. I mean, take
Okay.
your time, get your life going first, get your career going.
Right.
And so you don't have to depend on no man. Because
Okay.
I'm about
Yeah.
everybody, but I'm a woman. So I'm gonna be about the
Yeah.
woman. So
Okay.
it's
Right.
like, you can't depend, and these days you can't depend on nobody. And these days you got to
Okay.
do for yourself. So,
Right.
you could get married, it could last
Right.
forever, but how
Right.
everything's going on in these days, nothing lasts forever,
Right.
So it's better to just, secure yourself. So if it
Okay.
don't last, you're fine.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's strong. That's good advice that you're giving, and it was good advice also that your mother give. Was there anything else that she might have said that anything else? Just curious.
No, the only one, to be honest with you, and it's funny to say this because you talk
Yeah.
about mother, right?
Yeah.
Right. So after my mother, like I said, I started young. So having all
Right.
my
Right.
kids. So
Right.
now I raised my daughter.
Right.
I raised all my kids. Everybody leaves. So the only ones I got left home is my daughter Angel and my son Javier. So
Okay.
my daughter Angel was my most supported one.
Okay.
It's funny how your own kid could be your most supported one. She's
But
like,
that's
Mom,
good.
don't give up. Mom, you could do this. Mom, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So she's like my rock.
Okay. That's good when you have a person that motivates you, and even if they're younger. So
Mhm.
tell me, tell us the title of the book. Let's just start there. And then I want to, yeah, well, tell us the title of the book and what inspired you to write the book? Mhm.
Okay, the title's Enough is Enough.
Okay.
It's about when I was married to my youngest son's father.
Okay.
He was verbally abusive, and
Okay.
I
Okay.
tolerated it for a while because I figured, he's going to change.
Right.
Everything was beautiful in the beginning. Like, a lot of everything's always beautiful in the beginning, all relationships.
Right.
So his true colors came out towards the middle of the marriage,
Okay.
verbally abusive. Well, he never put his hands on me, but verbal abuse is worse than actually hitting somebody.
Okay.
So it stays with you forever.
Right.
And so I mean, I got tired of it. I figured this man is never going to change. So then I
Right.
finally, I started my divorce, got divorced, asked the judge,
Right.
can I go back to New York? You know how that process is. Got permission to go back to New York.
Mhm.
And then I started my book in New York.
Right.
And it's funny. I'm going to tell you this right now. It's going to be funny to you, but you remember DMX?
Yeah, DMX. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, his wife, I was looking at a show on TV. I don't know what show was that, T something.
Right.
It's a talk show on TV. So she made a book about her and her relationship with DMX.
Okay.
And I was like sitting in a sofa and I'm like, she just gave me an idea. Let me do something about my life. Because this is just the first part of the book. And I'm starting the other book, I say probably by winter.
Okay.
And that's gonna be the final part, because people who bought my book, they're like, what happened in the end? What happened in the end? I was like, well, you can wait for the second part,
Okay.
So in the end, just a short little thing.
Yeah.
I'm living life. I'm happy.
Okay.
I got over that verbal abuse of marriage.
Right.
I mean, I'm like happy. I found myself getting
You
out
have
of
to
that.
come back for the second book too. You have to come back for the second. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me, writing this book, was it healing? Was it a healing process? Was it therapeutic? Did it help?
Yes.
Yeah.
It did. It because you're letting everything out,
Right.
So it's like you're just expressing your feelings, and it's telling you everything from like I want a lot of women to know,
right,
don't say that, because if anybody loves you, they will not speak to you like that.
Right. Wow. So now, you wrote it last year, or when did you write it?
Last year, 2021. I think 2021. Yeah, I started 2020, and then I said, okay, let me get this one out right now. It's not 100 pages, but the 100 pages is going to come soon.
Okay.
It's gonna be the hardcover book. The 100 pages is gonna be the hardcover book. I said, but let me start this now, and I want to get this out now. And because a lot of people go through it, and it's not only women who go through that either. Men go through that too. Men go through it too. You know what I mean?
True.
Men go through it too. So men get verbally abused from the woman they love, and they figured everything was gonna be, she was gonna be, how everything started. So women get verbally abusive too.
That's true. So here we are, 2021, but I'm trying to, what gave you the strength during COVID, and to put this book out? You had to be a very strong person to do that.
Yeah, but I had a lot of help with my daughter Angel. See, so
Okay.
she was my support. She was my rock.
That's our connection right there, Angel.
Yeah, she was my rock. She was my rock. She still is my rock. She's like, she motivated. Out of all my kids, everybody's married and gone, she's my rock. She's like, she's my daughter and my best friend. But you limit that best friend thing. Just know I'm still your mother.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But besides that, she support me a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she, you know what I mean? And she helped me a lot with the book. That's why her name is on the book too, Angel Aguilar.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yep. So, you know what I mean? So, but the second one's coming out, should be out by this winter. That's going to be like 100 pages. And that's going to be the good one. That's going to be the real good one. So,
yeah. I know her, so I definitely would tell everybody right now, go get that book. Go get that book. So, I mean, you can tell that you are a very inspirational person, and you mean good, and let people kind of see what you've went through, and you're about women empowerment. And you said not only just women empowerment, but you're about everybody being strong and being the best version of themselves and going on. And if the other person can accept you, then that's their loss, because
Mm-hmm.
you have a right to be the best person that you can be.
Yep, exactly. Don't let nobody tell you what you're not, you're worthless.
Yep.
You cannot do this, you cannot do that. No, no. The first
Right.
thing you do, the most powerful person is God.
Okay,
You
good.
pray to him and he
Right.
guides you. And he
Right.
guides me. He
Right.
guides you. So
Def-
that's the best person you could depend on. Don't depend on nobody else. Depend on him, depend on
right.
yourself, and don't just look for him for help. You know what I
Right.
mean? You can't. A lot of people are like, oh,
Right.
thank God this. No, you can't. You
Right.
gotta be there. You gotta show him that you're honest, you're the most realest person to him, and you love him, and show him
Right.
that you're doing only positive things, and he's gonna guide you. He's gonna
Right.
he's gonna give you all the hints,
Yeah.
and he guided me in a lot of things. He did.
Yeah. I think you have another career as a missionary too. You a motivational speaker too. I
Yeah.
think that's another talent that you have. I can feel the vibrations there. Um, Tell me about, because I grew up in Georgia, but I lived in New York 16 years. So tell me about Connecticut. And how did that affect you? The different places you got a chance to live, which were beautiful places. Um, how did that impact you as becoming an author? Let's just start with Connecticut first. Tell me about Connecticut.
Well, in Connecticut, I didn't even think about being an author. I was just being a housewife and taking care and raising my kids. So I
Yeah,
didn't think about that.
right,
What really hit me is when, like I said, DMX wife, when she said she
right,
made a book about her and him, I
right,
was like, that's a good idea. And then I told my
right,
daughter, I said, Angel, I
right,
said, I think I want you to help me to do a book about my life, about when I was with him, you
right,
know?
right.
And she said, yeah, mom, you could do this. So I
Yeah,
started it, you know what I mean? So I
yeah.
started it. And but in Connecticut, I didn't really think about that. In Connecticut, it was always drama. It was always
Oh,
drama. It was,
okay,
it was, it was depression. It
okay.
was, it was not no happiness. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right, right.
yeah, because it was him. He was the problem.
Did,
He was the poison. He was the
did, did
poison.
did you ever anytime like go to the park or go back
Oh,
to,
I did.
did you get away any, and you can't, okay, I got to go back to this, but did you ever get a chance to get away anytime or go to church or something that was a
No,
second that you had away from him?
no. Um, the park, we'll go to the park together. And
Right.
then there's always something. It's always the man. He's like, Lord have mercy. He was like, I mean, you could leave. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
You could say, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the park. We're gonna take the kids to the park. We're gonna have cookout. We're gonna have the picnic basket, whatever. And it's the
Right.
little thing just lights his brain up, and then
Right.
he goes with his mouth. Then it got
Okay.
so bad. Yeah, then it got so bad. He didn't just do it to me because I only got one child from him. My son is 14. The rest is not
Right.
his. Right?
Right.
It
Right.
got so bad that he took it now verbally abusing my kids.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So that's
Right.
when I said, enough is enough. Now you're pushing it. Now, now,
Right.
now you're pushing it. So that was the big fight. We used to always get into big fights if he come out and talk to my kids a certain way.
Right.
I mean, and then he was acting certain ways with my family, hateful. Well, my family is all about love.
Right.
Everybody loves my family. They don't
Okay.
like drama. They're all about love. And
Right.
he'll start things with my family, my brothers. Nobody wants to be around my house because of him.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yeah, it's like, I mean, I was getting anxiety. I used to wake up at 2, 3 in the morning with my heart racing out of my chest. I used to go to the
Right.
emergency room, and I feel
Wow.
like, yeah, I used to go to the emergency room with my other daughter.
Right.
When I lived in Connecticut, it felt like a highway. You know how a highway is in New York when the cars are just racing back and forth?
Right.
Well, my arms were feeling like that. My legs were feeling like that. Like the blood was rushing. My heart felt like it was coming out of my chest. It was like, he was too much. It was
Okay.
like, it
Okay.
was too much. I was like, I could not. And I tried, because my baby's 14 now, to
Mhm.
keep him around his father, keep the family together. I said, I can't. I just can't. I just
Right.
can't. I'm going to kill myself,
Right. Right.
So now I'm happy. I mean, I got out of the situation because,
Right. Right.
I mean, a lot of women, especially the
Right.
ones who get hit from a man,
Right.
they feel like, and then they'll say, I'm I'm sorry, I love you. And a lot of them fall for it, and they'll be like, I'm going to give him a chance. He didn't mean it. No, there's no right. No right for you to hit each other. No right for a woman to hit a man, and no right for a man to hit a woman.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to get out of it. There's no, I'm sorry. There's no sorry. Nobody has rights to hit each other. That's not love. That's not, when you love somebody, you don't want to see them hurt.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? So I was blind, and I used to think, maybe he just need help. Maybe he'll change. No, he didn't. He didn't change. He didn't change. He got a whole new woman. He didn't change, and his whole new woman left him, and she's my friend now.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah, she's my friend now.
Oh my goodness! So what was the straw that broke the camel's back? What was like? Hey, tonight, today, it's no more. Enough is enough. When was it like? That was it.
Okay. When I woke up one morning, I was renting a house in Connecticut, and he was not allowed to sleep in my bed, so he slept on the sofa downstairs. So for 2 years, it went like that. So when a woman don't want you sleeping in her bed, bad. We're done. All right. So I come down in the morning, and with that man, you have to walk on eggshells to see if he's gonna be good today. So I woke up always happy, cook breakfast, clean the house, and he will be like, he's very bipolar. He will curse at you, and then he'll start something, he'll misplace something, blame everybody that they lost it on him.
Right.
And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to wake up like this no more.
Okay.
I mean, I give you options to go for counseling, go get meds, go get help so we could stay together. You was not doing it. There's nothing wrong with you. He says there's nothing wrong with him. Right. So I said, I don't want this no more. Like, I got to walk in eggshells around my house, around my husband. I was like, no, I want to be normal. I want to wake up, be happy, have a cup of coffee, look at a movie together, or go do our errands, go do what we got to do. You know what I mean? Or you come out of work, it was too much. It was too much. Look, it was so bad that thinking about killing myself, I was thinking about that. And I was like, I can't do that. My kids need me. Yeah, my kids need me. I'm not gonna do that. Right. You know what I mean? So I said, you know what? It's either me continue this or me get out. And I got out. I said enough. I said enough is, I was like, enough. I can't even explain enough is enough. Right. I was like, I'm done.
But it sounded like that before he had to sleep on the couch. Did you kind of know a while back it was just unconsciously or something? You kind of just knew this was going to be the end, and then that was the final thing that kind of just like, okay, it's over. Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. I was like, I can't no more. We're going to keep on with this until I'm 65, 85 years old. I'm not doing this no more. I said, I'm done with the verbal abuse. I'm done you picking on me. He was a bully. Picking on me. He was a bully. He was he still to this day is a bully. He's still a bully. Yeah. Wow. So it's like, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this no more. And I can't. And he didn't believe it. He packed up his stuff and took his stuff. He always went to his mother. I hate that. When you're in a relationship, it's not mommy, daddy, cousin, brother, nobody's business. This is our business. I never ran to my family and called my brothers that me and him was arguing or anything, because it's our business. He will call the whole USA saying, I'm arguing with your sister, or I'm arguing with, with Lisa. No, I didn't like that. That's our business. That's nobody's business. So, he moved to his mother's house, packed his stuff, moved to his mother's house. He went doing whatever he did. I don't know where he went to a strip club. I don't know what he did. But anyway, he came the next day. He sat on the porch and he said, they served me papers. I say, okay. Because you serious about this? I said, I'm dead serious. Wow. He like, look in my eyes and tell me you don't love me no more. I look dead in his eyes. I said, I don't love you no more. Wow. That's it. And he got served the papers. I was not playing. I went to the courthouse and did my papers. And I got divorced.
Let me ask you this. Now, what was your relationship with like his family? I'm sure that they love you. You seem like definitely a good woman. So how was your relationship with like his mother or, his family, his brothers and sisters, his father?
Well, sister don't really care about nobody in her own family. She cut her whole family off. Okay. And then the brothers, they're wannabes. They're Boricuas. And they want to be white, and they're not. But okay. So I will never want to change who am I. I'm Boricua and that's it. I'm not going to change
Right.
me. I'm glad God put me like this. He put us in all different colors. But anyway,
Right.
long
Right.
story short, the mother, she's two-faced. You know what I mean? That's her
Okay.
baby.
Okay.
That's her baby. So anything he did, he was right and everybody
Right.
was wrong. So
Right.
I really kept away from them. I saw them when I saw them.
Right.
And I just kept away from yous because I'm not like yous. I'm different. I put it on the table and I say how
Right.
it is.
Right.
That's it.
Now tell me about now your family. What did your mother and your family, how did they feel? Because I mean, like I think that we all wish and hope that families can stay together if they can. And sometimes the parents are like, oh, give it another try. So how was it on your side of the family? What did they have to say? Like you maybe went to somebody and said, look, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get out of this relationship. Did anybody say, give it another shot? He's not that
No.
bad. Nobody said
No. They wanted me out of that. They wanted
okay,
me out of that.
they wanted you out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They wanted me. My brothers wanted me out of that.
right.
My mother, she said he's a monster. I mean,
Okay.
my kids, they were like,
Right.
And they were, and to this day, after all he did,
Right.
that my daughter Angel still looks him because she says she sees him as her real father because he did
Okay.
raise her.
Okay.
But the rest, it is what it is. They like, they don't really care if they ever hear from you again.
Right. Right. Now, how long have you been divorced?
Oh, 12 years.
12 years. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw, was it, this was going in your mind, just the like you said, that the verbal abuse kept coming back. You saw DMX wife on the TV show. Yeah. And she said, and it triggered that moment, it kind of triggered, look, I have to get this out.
Yeah.
I have to write this, I have to get this out for myself and then also for other ladies that may be going through the same thing. Is that kind of how it went?
Yeah. The only thing I didn't do, I just didn't put his real name on the book. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's
so
good.
I didn't put it in the book, try to be smart on that one.
Right.
And yes, because the way that DMX ex-wife, the way what she went through with him, with the process, the things he did.
Right.
And
Right.
I like to look at a lot of news, talk shows, things like that, reality things, facts of life things, not fakes. And I was like, I said, she just gave me an idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was like, that's why I told my daughter Angel, we call her Shasha. I said, Shasha, you know what? She's like, Mom, yeah, you could do this. I help you.
Right.
That's how it went. And I was like, I admire that woman. She just put the light in my head, because you still, because even though you're away from, you're not married to the man no more.
Right.
It's been 12 years I've been divorced. It's still in your head. It's still in your head. This is why verbal abuse is worse than hitting a person. Right. Because you can heal from the boo-boo, but from those words, you can't heal. It's still in your head. So in other words, true. Any man you go on a date with, you feel like, oh my God, like he's gonna be like him. Right. So if I go on a date, like when I was in New York, I was dating a lot. And if a guy gives me a red light of something of him, I stop talking to him. Okay. I mean, it's like, just show me a little sign of him and I will stop talking to him. Right. Now let me ask you. No, go ahead. Continue. Go ahead. And then the poor guy be like, what did I do? And I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm just not ready for a relationship. That's it. But, that was a lie. But it's like, it's really because you showed me something of my ex-husband and I'm not going through that again. Yeah. Now, did you for this, did you get any therapy? No. Try that? You didn't try therapy. Do you feel that you may want therapy at some point? Not just to see. I don't know. I hear now that people like to do therapy, but if not, then if you feel like you're healed and if you feel like you don't need it, then that's fine. But I'm just curious, did that ever cross your mind maybe to do therapy? Yeah, it crossed my mind. I was going to do it last year. You know what I mean? And but I didn't go because of COVID. But now that I heard from my daughter, you could do it on the phone now. So, since I just moved to Florida, I want to see if I could do it through phone because I'm not going around nobody with this COVID. Absolutely. So I want to see if I could do it over the phone through therapy. But to me, the best therapy is crying, letting it all, let it all out. Cry, and talk to somebody you could trust, and that's who I could trust is my daughter. She's
Right.
very mature for her age, and
Right.
she could sit there and she vent with me about anything,
Right.
and she gives me good advice, just like I give her good advice about, you know, any situation. She gives me about my situation, and the best things to do is cry it out. Cry it out.
Okay. Okay. And let's talk about the writing. I mean, that took a lot of courage and guts, I would say, to watch a program and be inspired. And because I see a lot of people out there, and we're just talking about writers, because you're a writer, book author, that people say, oh, I'm going to write a book. I'm not, and they just don't follow through. Or I have people say, well, it's just too hard, or that's going to take a lot of time. I mean, a whole lot of whining, if you will, you know, maybe not whining, or just fear to write a book. What, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what made you say, I'm going to do this. That's it. I'm not, you know, I'm going to do this.
You know what? Like, you know what? Like I said, one DMX wife encouraged me.
Right.
Listening to her, she encouraged me a lot. Then my daughter over here helping me on this side. You know, we was in New York. We was in lockdown with this COVID.
Right.
So I said, what is not to do? What is not to do?
Right.
You locked down.
Right.
You locked down. The only thing you can do is have to deliver your food, or either put 2 masks on and go to the supermarket, get the list you have to get, come in the house and lock yourself down. We did time. With the COVID, we did time in New York.
Right.
I mean, we did time. So what do I have to do?
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to do. Let me start this now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I started it, and then guess what? Things start opening up. I said, okay, you know, we're moving to Florida. Let me stop this chapter right here. Let me stop this right now. And my daughter's like, no, Ma, keep on going. You know, I said, no, I'm gonna stop this now. Leave people thinking what happened, what's going on in my life now.
Right.
What's going on in my life. So so in other words, I stopped. Right. And I put it out there. And now this winter, I'm going to start the last chapter of that book.
Okay.
And I have time. I mean, COVID's still out there, but just in the beginning, we was really all locked down. So you have the time. And she inspires me, you know, DMX ex-wife inspired me. So I said, okay, well, this is perfect. Because she inspired me. We locked down. What do I have to do? There's nothing to do. Just start this book. And I did that.
I hope the audience is listening and understanding that you have to be a go-getter. She's a go-getter. So tell me, what was your writing process? You know, one lady told me that I interviewed, actually my first interview, she said that, I mean, you know, some people will do an outline, you know, and some people would just start writing. And people have different ways about writing. What was your approach? What is your method, if you will?
Well, mine was more like in the nighttime, like when I finished, you know, with my 14, because I still got one son, 14. After I finished with him with the day with school, you know, school, because everybody's homeschool at that time. So I'll go to my room with my daughter Angel, and then we start writing out in the book first, on a notebook. And then from the notebook, you know, we'll do like a page or 2 pages like that. We took our time, then we reread it, and then that's how we got that all ready to go.
Right.
So the time to do that is more when you finish with your whole day. The best time is when your whole day is done. If you're working, when you come home from work and it was not a hectic job, and you say, okay, I mean, like, I'm bored now and I want to start with a book, you know what I mean? And I want this book. Okay, what you do when you come out of work? You take a shower, you get comfortable, you eat something, you be like, okay, and then you just sit there and you just start, you know, spreading your feelings out or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like something like a diary. It's like a diary, but it's not a diary, but it's a diary. You understand what I'm saying? So no, in other words, you're gonna say how you want to say it, like about your life, how it happened, or you know what I mean? Me, I did mine about my life.
Okay.
So there's different ways to do your book. So you can start it in a notebook, you know, in a regular notebook. And you write everything in a notebook. And then from the notebook, you'd be like, okay, so this is what I want. And then my daughter will reread it, she'll check it, and then that's okay. That's ready to go.
Okay. Did you ever change? Did you ever write something down and then you kind of? Oh, I want to say it. I mean to say it another way. Did you ever find yourself editing yourself?
If I ever found myself editing stuff, like
you know, you start writing and you're like, okay, and then you came back the next day. I could write better. or I meant to say this. Oh, I forgot this. You know,
No, no, something like certain little things. I'll be like, yeah, I forgot to put this in, you
right.
know, and then I'll white out that section and I read
Okay.
that whole, and then for now, I'll be like, okay, let me put this part in,
Okay.
but besides that, everything is in my mind. It stays in
Okay.
your mind. So it's
Okay.
like right there. When you go through it,
Right.
you go
Right.
through it, it's there. It's like a
Wow.
computer. It's there. And that's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Right.
It's worse. I mean,
Okay.
it's bad. It's bad because
Bad.
you gotta heal. You do gotta heal. And
Right.
it's been 12 years I've been divorced. You gotta heal.
Right.
But it's like, I mean, it's bad.
It's
You just don't
bad.
trust somebody. If you're gonna try to get into not to change the subject, into a whole new relationship, because nobody want to die alone.
Right.
I tell my mom, oh, I'm getting married one more time. I'm getting married
Wow.
one more time. I said, but right now I'm observing. Right now I'm
Okay.
observing. Just don't trust.
Right. Right. Well, let me ask you this, because the tie-in. What are the what were his bad traits that are like, the word I want to use is deal breakers? And now moving forth after answering that, what are the traits that the guy has to have these, or keep walking, Joe? Let's start with, what are the traits that were the deal breakers and you said, I will not accept that at any period?
It was, well, one thing about what he's very controlling.
Okay.
So in other words, you're not answering him back.
Okay.
No matter
Wow.
if you're a man or woman, you're not answering him back. He's a big
Okay.
bully.
Okay.
So in other words, if you answer him back, there's a problem.
Okay.
There is a problem. So
Okay.
he's what do you call it? Put it this way, he's not, but he think he's God. That's how he is.
So you're saying that if you run into somebody, no matter who they are, that you're attracted to, and they, you can't talk, they say something, you can't respond back, then that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
That's a deal breaker. Keep going, Joe, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So in other words, he's always right. He's never wrong.
Good.
He's always right. I mean, if you try to give him advice like, oh, don't do this, don't do that, or you should do it this way, or who are you to tell me this? And then there you go with the cursing, and there goes the extra stuff.
Right.
Okay? So it's like it was he was put it, they call him a hothead. He's a hothead.
Okay.
He's a hothead. So yes, when I got divorced from him, he wanted custody of my son. I said, that's not happening. That's not happening. Over my dead body. Over my dead body. Because he's very, I mean, he's so that man was too much.
Right. Okay, so let's go to the positive. So what are the things? What do you want to see in the future husband? What characteristics? What things must he have? He has to check off on the list for you to say, okay, I'll think about whether this relationship goes in the father.
Well, for one, we're not perfect, but everybody get their little ups and downs. But I mean, and I don't care about no rich man. I don't care, because you know what? If you got a beautiful soul, you're rich already. You're rich already. So all this women in these days looking for rich men, please. Rich men, no.
Okay.
You got to have that beautiful soul. You could be ugly, be in a wheelchair. I don't care. If you have that beautiful soul, you're that man. And that's all that counts. A happy person, a happy relationship, a happy home. You know how they used to say, happy wife, happy home. No. What about happy husband, happy home? Let's do this together. Let's both be happy.
Right.
It's all about me being happy. You're not being happy. We both got to be happy.
Right.
And do things together, be happy together, go take a ride to the country, things like that, love each other unconditionally and respect each other unconditionally, and don't put each other down, because we both face the world together.
Right. Now, would you so being happy, I guess having a good attitude, somebody with a positive attitude.
Exactly.
You know, like you say, I'm gonna write book 2, and they're like, no, you know, you need to stop. And you're like, no,
Yeah.
you want somebody that's positive
Yep. Exactly.
and
Like,
supportive.
motivate me. Just like if the next husband I get, you know, and if, you know what I mean, and you know, and he wants to do, say for an example, he want to do bodybuilding. I really, in my heart, don't like bodybuilding, but you know
Right,
what?
right,
That's what
right,
he likes. So what
right,
you're gonna do? You're gonna encourage your husband, right, to
right,
get what you know what he wants to do. You're not gonna take
right,
that from him. You don't control him. You know what I
right,
mean? Just like he don't
right,
control you. So you talk to your partner and you
right,
say, "What about we do this?" Or you know, Papa, you know, will you support me? Oh, sure, honey, I will support you. Even though he don't like it, he'd be like, "I really don't like it, but you know what? If that's what you like, you know, I support you." That's teamwork.
right, right.
That's teamwork. Not
That's
putting somebody
teamwork.
down.
That's right. That's true. Now, do you want a Christian?
Let me tell you something. Whatever God, like I tell my daughter, whatever God sends me,
Right,
the good man, I'm
right,
happy.
okay,
I'm happy. He could be Christian, can
right,
be Jehovah. Let's see, my mother's Jehovah Witness, and Jehovah Witness, you're only allowed to be with Jehovah Witness. So I'm baptized Catholic. So
okay, okay.
yeah. So yes, anything. I mean, a good man. I'm not rushing. I'm
But
not
let's
rushing.
just go here since we have you. How tall? let's get to the superficial. Come on. How tall? If what 4 foot? Now you're not. I mean, I think Prince was 4 foot or something like that. So how tall?
I can't have
We're having fun now. We have fun.
I mean, a man who's like 5. Okay, the shortest to me, 5, 5'6", 5'6" and up.
Okay, 5'6" and up. Okay. Okay.
Because I'm only 5. My daughter says, she says I'm 5. I'm 5'1". No, I'm not. My license say it right there. It says 5'3". My license says
Okay.
5'3" and a half. So she's taller than me, but no, I'm 5'3".
Yeah.
So yeah, like yes, like you know, yeah, and I don't mind about I mean his weight because I'm not.
Right.
As long as you're not 500 pounds, you know, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
But you know,
yeah,
if you got a good heart, let's
yeah,
back that up right there. If you got a good heart, we
yeah.
could work out together.
Right.
I mean, because you see couples doing it. Because me, the only thing I got is a tummy. Right?
Okay,
I got
okay,
everything
okay.
else that women's are paying for.
Right.
Everything else, they go to Santo Domingo, they go to Mexico and pay for. I got everything. I'm blessed with that naturally. So
All
I'm just
right.
working on tummy. And I got a little pouch, a little pouch. You know what I mean? That's from sneaking with a little chocolate. But
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, so you know, but besides that, you know, he could be chubby because you know, chubby
Right.
man, you know, everybody needs love.
Right.
If he has a good heart, we could go
Right.
work out together.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean
Yeah.
nothing.
Do you like a man that's very smart, or do you like a man that's? I mean, what? Yeah. What appeals to you? I guess.
No, it doesn't really. I mean, look, this is what I tell my daughter here, Angel. She's
Right.
like, no, I want you with a man who's going to take you to Paris. You know how that ages. Paris. I'm like, look, let me tell you something. We could do that. Whoever I'm with, he don't have to be rich. We
Right.
could, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, I don't really care about those things. If it happens, it happens. I'm blessed.
Right.
But if it don't, long as he is pure and I'm pure
Yeah.
and we both want the same thing, you know, love, respect,
Right.
me, there you go. That's all. And I said, this is what I tell her. This is what you, whenever the time comes when you finish college, you got to focus on, forget what he looked like. It's his heart that matters.
Okay.
Because we all, at the end of the day, we
Right.
all gonna get old. We all
Right.
gonna get ugly.
Yeah, I heard that one. I heard that one.
Yeah, you know what they say, right? You come in this world as a baby, and you leave this world as a baby. So we all gonna get ugly. So we all gonna get old. So you know, and that's what kills me when the young generation, they see a woman like my age or a woman in her 30s and she's in her 18 or 20 and she wants to talk about her when they go do TikTok because TikTok don't say no age.
Right.
You know? So they want to sit and down her because she's in her 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s. But let me tell you something. Half of those 30s, 40s, 50s are looking better than these 20s.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of guys in New York in their 20s try to get with me because a lot of them say, I like older women because, they got mindset in the right place. These young
Right.
women, they want you to lace them out, take them out all the time, buy them cars, do the nails and all this. Not me.
Right.
Not me.
Right.
You know what?
Right.
I feel like this. That's what I teach my daughter.
Mhm.
You don't need no man to do it for you.
Right.
You do it yourself.
Right.
You
Right.
do that yourself. Now, whatever he does for you out of his heart, that's
Right.
a plus.
That's a plus.
plus.
That's a
Don't
plus.
depend on no man. Don't depend on no. I depend on myself. Everything I do is for my 14-year-old, because everybody's married and gone, and my daughter Angel, because I make sure she's still doing good in her college. But besides, I don't depend on no man to bring me anything, to pay my bills and do my nails, do nothing for me. I do it myself. Now, when I do get a man, like I did have one in New York, he's 6 years old, he's still into games, so he had to get dropped. But how you said that? So I don't ask you to give me money for my nails or for hair to be. I do it myself. And if you do it for me, it's because you want to. You don't have to. Okay. I'm not a child.
Right.
I'm not your kid. I have to. Yeah.
You have a good mindset. Good mindset. Let me ask you back. Go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying, because there's a lot of generations, because a lot of my friends in New York tell me that, and they say a lot of these women is all about money, 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 money. I mean, why you want him with money? Do you got money?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to take care of yourself before you get a plus. I call the man the plus.
Okay.
So I could hold myself down.
Right.
And then he comes in to the circle. That's the plus. So
That's
if the plus decides to leave, guess what? I can still hold myself down.
There you go. Let's get back to the author. No, go ahead. You got something else to say? Go ahead. It's very interesting.
No, I'm finished. I'm waiting until you finish.
No. Go ahead.
No, that's it really. It's just like, it's like, I mean, I'm a very independent woman. I try to do my own thing. I don't depend on nobody. My best friend who's in New York, he's a guy. And I have Jerome. That's like my brother. Him.
Right.
He's like, I love that guy to death. He's like, he gets on my nerve, but he's like my brother. He's just picky who I date. He's like, red flag. He's always with the red flag. He's like, I don't want you with him. I'm like, excuse you? But him, he'll look at this video. So
maybe he's the one.
No.
They said marry, sometimes you should marry your best friend.
Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2 years ago, I had a crush on him. But I'm the kind of person, I lose interest.
Okay.
I lose interest. So in other words, if I have this crush on you and you're not coming for this, don't think you coming for this. Well, now you have the crush. It's done. My daughter would tell you, I lose interest quick because why? Yeah. I know my worth.
Yeah.
I know my worth.
I think for it, that's kind of fun. He would say, "Don't pick this person."
I don't.
Nobody's good enough for you, as far as he's concerned. Yes.
My daughter says the same thing. I'm like, that's done. She knows it. My daughter Angel will tell you. She'll tell you. My daughter, like I said, she knows a lot about me. She'll tell you, oh, he's done. I mean, now I see you as my brother. You're my best friend.
Well, maybe he can get out the friend zone. We'll see.
Nah, that's not happening. That's not happening. when I'm done, I'm done. I'm telling you that I'm like that. When I shut you down and I see you as a brother or a friend, you're staying in that category. You're not leaving that category. You're not. You're not.
All right.
It's men out there. Too much men out there. The right one will come around. I don't know about Florida. I'm thinking about probably next year moving back to New York because this is crazy here. This is like
too slow, huh?
What?
It's too slow.
I'm too fast for these people.
But I'm saying I came back to Georgia. I lived in New York 16 years, and it was like, it was too slow. But I mean, I'm getting used. I'm originally from Georgia, so I can kind of handle it. But if I wasn't from Georgia originally, it probably would be a problem. It'd be a problem.
Well, I'm not from Florida. I came down here because my mother lives down here.
Right.
You
need a nice Florida man then. Maybe you might find you a nice Florida man in church.
No, you can't go to church yet. And I'm sure I'm not talking to nobody with that hillbilly accent. You got to talk like me, English, right? We're not doing.
Okay.
We're not doing that. We're talking English. We in America. We're talking like, see how I'm talking?
Yeah.
Like that. So
okay.
My language understands that language. Not like what's up English? Like you know what I'm saying, man? No, no, no.
Okay. So is it Jerome, right? That's the friend?
That's my best friend.
Okay. Okay. He's candidate number one. Okay. All right.
No, he's not.
Hey,
No,
Jerome, I'm pulling for you. Jerome, I'm pulling for. I know you want us. I'm pulling for you, Jerome.
no.
I'm pulling for the underdog. The underdog deserves a chance.
No. He's that's a brother. That's a brother. That's it. He's done.
Jerome, look, bring us some yellow. I used to okay. Well, let's see this. I used to live with three women. You know, when I was in Texas, it was Three's Company, and I was in school. But bring her a yellow rose. And then she's gonna say, you know what she's gonna say, Jerome? She's gonna say, "What is that?" Okay. And then you bring a red rose. Carry her out to a nice restaurant and make and bag, Jerome, bag.
Nah, that's done. That's done. See you like I see you as a brother. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm being smart this time. Want me to be honest with you?
Right. Yeah.
I talked to 6 guys.
Okay.
In New York, who I've been knew already.
Right.
They're in New York. I
Right.
talked to 6, and they're all working good. One works MTA, the other one works for the city, the other one drives a money truck. Right. I talked to 6 guys. You think I'm holding me for anybody? No, I just talk because now what am I doing? I'm observing.
Right.
I'm observing.
Hey, Jerome, step up, Jerome. You better step up. Get in the game. Jerome, you better get in the game or you gonna lose. When you tell her next time that I'll get rid of the guy, she's gonna tell you go that way, Jerome. That's that song by Big Pun. I love Big Pun. You know, he said, "You go that way, Big Pun." I love Big Pun. Okay, so tell me, okay, are you interested in maybe your daughter like you know they have the version of the book to where is somebody reads it out. You know, like the I don't know what did you call it, the auto book or something where she can actually read it out.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Cause you know that would be
Do you do that, Shasha? The auto book that somebody could just read it out? Did you do that for my book? No, you didn't. No, she didn't do it. She didn't do it.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
No, she said she didn't.
Yeah, but I'm saying for your first book that maybe you can do that. And you know, let me just say this, because my mother was in assisted living one time, but now she's back home. But you have people like in the old folks' homes, right? And they're not, you know, they don't have the concentration to read anymore. But it'd be nice, you know, like if they're in the setting and they can just hear the book.
That's a good idea. I want to have her do that.
Yeah, and for younger teen girls or whatever to get them into reading, then they could hear the audio book as well.
Yeah. I want to say that he said the audio book to put that to do it as an audio book. So in other words, so I need you to do that for me. Yeah, but they could follow me on Amazon too. My book is up there.
Tell her I'm sorry for giving her more work.
He said he's sorry for giving you more work. She said it's okay. Yeah, so they could look for my book on Amazon. You know, It's Enough is Enough by Elizabeth Solar. They could follow me on Amazon. They could give comments. I got so much comments there already. I didn't put it onto books and novel and all those other stuff. So my daughter ain't just trying to find out where else I could put it. Because those people be charging a lot of money. My daughter's like, "But Mama, it's you have to know. I like my money in my pocketbook."
Right. Why don't you spend Jerome's money?
Oh, no. He said spend Jerome's money. Jerome's gonna look at this video. He be like, "Oh my goodness."
Jerome, I'm hooking you up. Okay, but so let me ask you this: are you interested maybe in the book one day? It could happen, be a movie, turn into a movie.
Oh, I wish I could do it. Like I wish I could be in that movie.
Okay.
just like
it could happen. It could happen one day. You never know.
I want to be honest with you. You know who I really want to hit to contact me? It's
Who's that?
Oprah. I love
Okay,
Oprah.
Oprah.
I
Yeah.
want Oprah to contact me. Put me up there on TV.
Right.
So, and tell me how to be up there, because you know how us New York girls are. We still got that talk, but I can't take the talk out of my language. It's just there. But
Right.
I know where to be in certain places. I don't curse. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but Oprah, I love Oprah.
Right.
And
Right.
I hope Oprah
Right.
says, Elizabeth, I want you to come for interview, because
Right.
this really needs to come out. It's what I mean? It's like, okay, a lot of people make books.
Right.
And they make books about, oh, I'm in love, and this and every felt, oh, we left each other, or he left with another. No, this is reality. This is facts.
Right.
This happens every day.
Right.
So, I mean, this is an important book. People need to know. And it's like I said, it's not only her who gets that verbally abused. Men get verbally abused too. So it's like, I should have put it, but but this is about my life, so I couldn't be him getting verbal, because he didn't get verbal abuse. I'm the one who got verbal abuse for 13 years. So it's like, it needs to, a lot of women need to put that light on, wake up, because love don't hurt. Right. Love don't hurt, unless God sends for us. Right. And we have to leave this earth. Right. It's gonna hurt us because we're used to being around that person. We're gonna miss everything they did, all the good moments. But if God is sent for us and we together, we're a couple, and you want to sit there and curse me out and put me down and say this to me and say that to me and do all these mean things to me, that's not love. Right. That's controlling. That's hateful. Right. That's evilness. Right. That's beyond everything. And then, and then being married to you, that's uncalled for. We should be loved just like the man should be loved. And if it's not working out, we should just go separate ways. He wasn't going nowhere, so I had to do it. Right. I did it. He was not going nowhere. Yeah. But you know what? I see like this. God don't like ugly. That's true. Now he's facing 5 to 7 years in jail. Oh. Okay. Yep. So his son will be a man by the time he come out. Okay. Right. Okay. Yep. So it's like, and you know what? And you know what I said to my daughter? Yeah. I said, because God saw all those years, like they say, this is saying, right. Don't ever, how they say, don't ever let a woman's tears, something like God catches them. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. And God caught all my tears. Okay. Right? But I don't say God's doing that to him, because God is love. God is pure love. You know? But I see like this karma comes back. That's karma true. Comes back. True. So, and that's what happened. The karma, it's coming back to him. And I don't wish bad for him, because, like they say, when you wish bad, always bad come back to you. I don't wish bad. Right. I don't know how would you call this. I don't know if this is a little bipolar thing or something I want to say, because I'm not bipolar, but I'm just saying. Right. Then I do wish. I do. I'm happy you're going in. And then I'll be like, and I'm not happy because God don't like ugly, and I'm a better person than that. But then I'm happy because all of what you did to me, and I waste my life with you. So I'm happy. You understand what I'm saying? I'm happy, and then I'm not happy because I'm not that type of person. Right. You understand? It's like a confusing thing. Like, oh yes, he's getting punished. He's getting punished. Like for what he did to me. You know what I mean? He's getting punished. And then I'm like, no, but I'm not like that. I feel bad, So it's I understand. You understand what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying. Now, because I see you as a role model, and I think this audience would see you as a role model. What do you have to say to the younger people, like we first started, and the older people about, stop saying you're going to write a book, but actually write a book? What motivation do you have for them to make time and write that book, especially for something like what I went through? That's the best thing. That's the best thing to let. And you know what? You feel good when you make that time out of the day, or I don't care if you pick a weekend, whatever. Start that book, because you're letting everything out in that book. Right. You're expressing your feelings, and then fix it. Right. And send it out. Sell it. You know what I mean? Let people, let people know what you went through, because the more support we have, I'm sorry, the more support we have, and my makeup's not fine? This side. Okay. My daughter told me my makeup's messed up. Okay. The more support we put out there, especially if the new generation open their mind and say, you know what, this is what I'm going through.
Right.
You know, she's true. She's a woman with wisdom. She's an older woman. She's a
Right.
woman with wisdom. She went through that already. You know,
Right.
if he loves me, why he don't let me go to school? Why he
Right.
got me locked up in the house? Why
Right.
is he telling me this? Why is he treating me like this? Why he punched the wall next to my face, but don't hit me, but just punch the wall next to my face? That's actually hitting, but not hitting.
Right.
That's the first steps. That's
Right.
the first steps. When they start breaking things, they start with their verbal abuse, and they stop. And you could be against the wall and they punch the wall with your face next to them, but you're not actually getting hit. That's the first steps. The next step is getting beat up.
Right.
All right. It's getting beat up. Or some woman, how many women died in New York with verbal abuse? Well, verbal abuse, physical abuse. That beautiful woman.
Right.
Beautiful woman. And they try to make it work like I did.
Right.
Because of the kids. Because of the kids.
That's
and
true.
look, the kids don't even got a mother no more. The father's in jail for life. And her family's raising the kids. Come on, you got to think, what's more important? You're more important. Because if he's not changing, or either vice versa, she's not changing, and this is going on back and forth, it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. So you have to get out of it, all right? And live your life with your kids. Go in a safe, if he's trying to kill you or whatever, you know what I mean? There's women's battle shelters, so everything's confidential. They help you out with everything. They help you out with everything, get back on your feet. Right. You know, and the thing is, a lot of men, especially when they have kids, they'll be like, the first thing they say is, "No man's gonna want you. You got kids, please, honey. Right. I'm an experienced woman. Men still want you. If you're a good woman,
and you tell. This is a good thing. Let me just say this. Jerome, tell Jerome I said hello, and when you see him, and tell him to watch the video and take the advice.
Yeah, men still want you. Especially if you're a good woman. Men know a good woman.
Right.
Men know. Real men know when they see a good woman. Right?
That's true.
So,
that's true.
And if they see a woman, the house is always clean, the bills are paid, she's holding it down by herself. Her kids, she could have kids if her kids are respectful, because it comes from mom and dad too. But if there's no dad, mom's doing it, and the kids are respectful, doing successful things. I mean, what else you want?
Right.
I mean, men want you.
Right.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Yeah, so baby daddy's always saying something like that.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna get no man because you got kids.
Right.
No. That's a lie. It's a lie.
Right. So, now, where did you get this confidence from? I mean, it's refreshing.
Being strong, getting out of that relationship, being strong, going back home to New York. Right. And all my positive friends in New York, like my daughter's my daughter, and then my best friend Jerome. He's like a backbone. He's like, Jerome. He was going through a situation before.
We keep talking about Jerome. Go ahead.
No, because Jerome, out of all my friends in New York, Jerome, and my daughter here, Angel, are my backbones.
Okay.
They were there for me.
Okay.
And before Jerome came around, because Jerome been my best friend for like 6 years, it was Angel. So in other words, I could listen, you could talk to anybody about your problems or how you feel. If you feel down, you start crying. People be like, it's gonna be okay. They won't hug you. They don't hug you. Okay. This is when you can know who's your real friend. They don't hug you. They'll be like, it's gonna be okay, just get over it, da-da-da. No. My daughter will come and hug me. Give me tissue. My best friend will give me a tight bear hug, and he's skinny and tall, but he's strong. Okay. Give me a hug. And he'd be like, you could do better than this. I don't want you with anybody. I want you with a good man. You know what I mean? So there's people who will hear you out. And those people are the ones who really just want to hear and gossip to other people what you're going through. And then you can find positive people like my daughter. She don't go tell nobody about my business to anybody. And I don't tell her business to anybody. And Jerome's the same way. He don't do that either. We keep those secrets, how we feeling, and we go vent to each other and let it all out and cry. You could be yourself around him and her. You could be yourself. Other people would just be like, you'll be fine, get over it. I don't want to hear that. I know I'll be fine. I want to hear more. I want you to bring me some tissue to clean the tears and give me a nice hug, because hugs is good for stress. And the only who does that is my daughter Angel and my best friend Jerome. The only two.
Hi Jerome.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The only two. People who want to hear you out. People who want to hear everything. That makes the other person who's feeling down and hurt.
Right.
And because a lot of us will be like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done for tolerating this.
Right.
You know what I mean? I hate myself. You know, why I allowed it? Why? But no, you're not dumb.
Right.
You're not dumb. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Love does that to us. It blinds us.
Right.
And then if you continue letting it happen, right, you're gonna still feel dumb. But the point is, you're gonna be like, enough. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not happy.
Right.
Yeah. You know I mean? So you get out of it. The smart things to get out of it is the person don't want to go for counseling, get help, and try to make it work. And they say that there's nothing wrong with them. And they continue doing this. It don't take a toddler to know the rest. It's time to run.
That's right.
It's time to run because you see me. This is me. This is me. I don't change me. This is me.
Right.
And you're still how you see me talking to you. I'm not throwing no front because I'm on camera. This is me. I'll probably be the realest person you know. This is me. This is my talk. This is me. Right. I'm not gonna change my ways. This is me. Right. Now him, he have more. Oh my goodness. My ex-husband. He has more shades. Okay. Like he got an up, down. I don't know. It's like crazy. It's like crazy. It's crazy. It's like. Let me see. The Exorcist, is it? I'm sitting at the table, drinking a cup of coffee, minding my business. Like he'll start. I'm like, oh my god! Like,
what was that?
I'm like, I'm fine. I just came from work. Like,
what's that all about?
Oh, I'm done. I'm happy now. Guess what? I go to sleep when I want. I wake up. Yeah. Do my chemicals on my face. Right. All right. If I'm not going nowhere. Stay in pajamas, my flip-flops, my slippers around the house. Yeah. Cook dinner. Sometimes I only cook dinner because my 14-year-old don't want the rice and beans. Yeah. Shasha's on a diet. She says she don't want rice and beans. So I eat me a salad. They go find what they want to eat. Yeah. I got a movie in my room. Right. I mean, and you know what movie I started looking at yesterday that I started crying a lot?
What movie was that?
It's on Netflix. They call it Made.
Okay, Made.
Made is a real good movie. It's not a movie. It's a series.
Okay, it's a series.
But it's this young girl, her baby daddy, he was abusive, verbally abusive. Right. He used to punch the wall like he was going to hit her. She got out of it. She went to a woman's battle shelter, but she had him going bad. Right. He started it again. He started the drinking. So I'm going to look at that. I'm going to finish looking at it today. You know what I mean? After I finish it with you. But it's a real good series Made on Netflix.
Okay. Everybody check out Made. Check out Made. Go ahead.
No, it's like she stopped. I feel bad for her. Her mother's not right in the mind. Her mother's like loony, you know. Right. So and then the father, I guess he left the mother because the mother acts loony. So I guess her father was verbally abusive, or he's a beater. Okay. So she got. You know what I mean, you got to look at it real good.
It sounds good. One thing I can say that you're definitely a role model. I have to say that for the Latin community, for the Black community, for the white community, for everybody. I definitely say that you're a role model. And I think that you have extra talent, 2 extra talents, and along with the book writing, is that also that you would be a good coach or a counselor to counsel young women or other women that are, went through what you went through. And I think you'd be a great public speaker. So I would definitely. I'm supposed to interview this other guy's the 4th and 5th interview. His next things he talks about coaching. So definitely I'll send it your way so that you can see it. But because he makes money coaching as well as being a book author. And then he also public speaking. He does public speaking. So check those videos out because I think that you would be a great public speaker to really motivate people and just be yourself. And I think that you would be a very good counselor, coach or counselor to really, educate young women and women your age and just kind of make better decisions and know how to get out of bad decisions. So I think you have so much to offer. I think you have a lot to offer, and we definitely we should go get the first book, and we definitely are really waiting and anticipating the second book. But tell us again, we definitely interview again. Tell everybody where they can find the book and stuff like that.
Well, you can find my book on Amazon. I just put it out on Amazon. So I'm just trying to figure out where else I could put it out.
Right.
Amazon, Enough is Enough by Elizabeth Solar.
Right.
And that's it really. So I'm gonna be trying to branch it out other places too.
Right.
But I only been in Florida for a month and a half, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this over here.
Right. And then
This
we'll put it in the body of the video. Your daughter can just send, and we'll put the direct link so that people can go and purchase the book right off.
Okay.
All right. So I just have to, since you're here, let's just do it again. Just tell two things. Tell us, talk to the writers again. Just tell them again about motivating them and what they need to do to not procrastinate and go ahead and write the book. Don't be afraid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you really, really want to, write the book, if you really want to write a book, I think it's the best thing. It's the best thing. It's so relieved. It's like you let everything out. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it makes me feel good because you're letting out. In other words, it's counseling. It's just not speaking back to you, but you writing it all down.
Okay.
And the best things to do is make that time and write that book.
Right.
Don't hold it back. An hour a day is something. An hour a day. You could do so much in an hour, even an hour,
Right.
And, make that as a hobby, whatever you want to do it, whatever you want to do about it. But me, I made it as how I feel. I want everybody to know how I feel. But the best thing was, I like it. I love it, and I can't wait till I start my second one. So I'm gonna be starting that soon, the winters, and the best time to do that, like people work, like I said, when you come home, people, they do their thing, go to your room and start your book. Start your book. Don't throw it in the back burner. You could probably be successful with that book. You probably could. You could be successful. Let me tell you something. What about this guy? Stephen King. A lot of his movies are through his book.
Right.
So you probably could be successful. But if I become successful, that's a blessing. And if not, at least I know I wrote the book, and at least I made time to write my book, and at least I let people know what I went through and how I felt, and it feels good. Right. Because you're writing everything down. So in other words, it's like a diary. Right. But it's it's like you're telling people what you went through. Like in other words, keep your guards up. Like watch out for this. Let people know love is not supposed to be like that. Right. Make time for that book. Take my advice, everybody. Make time for that book. Right. You're gonna thank me later. You're gonna thank me later. It feels good. It feels good. And then you know what? You feel like you did something important. But that is important. To me, it is very important. Especially when it got to do with your life. It's very important. So you letting people know what you went through and how you feel, and it feels so good to write it down. It feels good. So
hey, you heard it from maybe nickname is the Champ. You heard it from the Champ. She told you.
Yeah, right. Make that time. Even if it's an hour, even an hour a day. If you know what, it's never gonna be an hour, because as soon as you get on that notebook to start writing down your story until you actually correct it to put it out there, to make it as a book, you're gonna be there a few hours. Okay. Because you're gonna have a lot more, and a lot of people get into details. Right. Like my second one's gonna be a lot of details. Right. So you get into it so much, and you just free in your mind. You put some jazz on or some opera, a nice cup of tea. You feel you're just free in your mind, and it feels so good. And you're just getting that, you do the first chapter, second chapter, like that. And it's like, it feels good. It's like you're letting everything out, especially if you're a single woman living alone or a single man living alone. You could vibe with your book. You can write it all down and get it, and then when you're not doing nothing again and you finish your book, you read it, make sure everything's on right place, and then make that book and send it out. But you're not gonna stay there for an hour, because as soon as you start writing, you're gonna keep going.
Wow. It's very inspirational, very inspirational. Yeah, and I guess we'll just that one to we want to thank. We'll talk about your book. This just talk to the young people and other people that are in these, especially these women that are in these relationships, and encourage them to make the right decision, because you're a role model in that area. You're basically an expert in that area.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you're starting a relationship with somebody, says, okay, and this is for both, but right now I'm a woman, so I'm a woman, so I'm gonna go for the woman's. Right. So it's like this. It all starts beautiful. Flowers, candies, movies. But as soon as that man start blowing your phone up any time of the day for no reason, telling you can't go here, you can't go there, you can't go this, you can't, get rid of it. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love that fast anyway. I won't fall in love that fast. Watch these little red flags. Right. Watch these little red flags. Like, he wants to be everywhere with you. He don't trust you. For one, a relationship is all about trust. We got to trust each other, because you know what, like my mother says, if he's going to do, he's going to do regardless. Just like if I'm going to do, I'm going to do regardless. Right. You know what you got home. You don't want to lose what you got home for that. Right. Just like me. Okay. Right. So you can't, you can't sit there and try to control somebody, because if they start with those little control signs, oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. Now comes the words, then the hitting. Okay. It gets, look at this girl over here in Florida that's still looking for the guy. Yeah. Huh. And she was a beautiful girl. She looked like she was so happy. Yeah. So happy. They looked like they were both happy. Yeah. Yeah. They looked like they were both happy. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
You know what I mean? You can't trust that fast. And look, she's traveling everywhere with him. Look what he did. And he did it. Because why you hiding? So you did it. Yeah. 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 So, you know what I mean? So you can't, it's like any little signs. And I heard he was controlling with her. I heard he was controlling, because you see it all in the news. He was controlling with her. Yeah. Run. There's no, you're not my father. You're not my mother. I'm an adult. I do as I please. You got to trust me just like I have to trust you. Don't let nobody control you. As soon as they show those signs, run. That's true. Run. Get out, because it's going to get worse. Especially if you don't have money, and he has money, he's going to control you with his money. That's right. Get yourself together first. Don't have no kids, especially the young ones. Don't have no kids until you finish school. Get that career going. So if you do have a man and you get married, whatever, and guess what? And if he wants to do whatever he does or whatever, I don't know what's the future with you, whatever, guess what? You covered. Don't do no joint account either, because things are not those days no more. Keep your own account. Let him keep his own account. Okay? And run. That's it. And you have your own money. You can take care of your child. Keep it moving. That's it. Don't go in a relationship that you're broke, you start your career, and then he's got the money because he's going to try to control you. Because he's going to know you need him. You need him, and he could do what he want to do with you. He could talk to you how he want to talk to you. He could do what you. No. We are women's, all right? And like my mother calls it, we are fabrics. We are the fabric from the house. Okay. And we supposed to be respected and loved the right way. Same thing for man's. And it's not worth to get into any relationship because you feel lonely. Because you know why? They say you have to love yourself before you can love somebody else. That's true. Okay. And you have to love to be alone. Because if you can know how to be alone, okay, then there will never be a problem. So in other words, now you can bring your soulmate in. Right. So if that soulmate ever leave, because you know how these days are now, we're in 2021, right? Yeah. You already know how to be alone. That's right. You know what I mean? It took me a while. Because I was with him for 13 years. So, but I got over it and I feel good. Good. I wake up with no headaches. Right. I feel good. I feel like a whole new person. Wow. It makes you strong. It makes you strong. It makes you strong, It makes you strong. And then when it makes you strong, it makes you like, you're not going to tolerate that no more. So that's why now when you go back into the dating, some years for me to go back to the dating thing, now my guards are up. I watch every move you do. And I'm not telling you what I'm doing. And I don't tell him what I went through. Right. Because, you don't need to know my life, unless, in the future I will, but, it's my business. So when I go on dates, I don't mention about my past, about why I'm not married no more, none of that. because we have to be in a couple for a while. I don't sit around telling every man, oh, this is what I went through, or this. No, it's not your business.
Right.
It's not. Right? What's your business is me and you right now talking.
Right.
That's it. So, you know, I mean, if you call me and act obsessed, you know, possessive with me after a date, I'd be like, I'm not interested. Well, I shouldn't have to video chat you all the time. I shouldn't have to call you all the time.
Right.
Are we in prison here? No.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the correction officer checking where I'm at? No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So everybody should, you know, they should be free-minded, do what you want to do. That's it. It's like, just look, I'm telling you, the young generation, especially them, if you're in a relationship like this, how I had it, and I was married to my ex-husband, I see if you could talk to him, because he's not going to do it, because he's not the problem, you're the problem. That's how they see it. They're narcissists. They believe in everything. Their brain is just, you're the problem, and you're not the problem. You're the sweetest angel, the sweetest girl. You do anything for this man. The house is clean. You cook for him before you come out of work. You're the problem, not him. That's how they are. Okay. So when you're not the problem, right, you trying to make it work because you probably got kids from him, or you know what I mean, or you love this man. You want to be with only this man. You got to talk to him and see if he listens and go for help. And if the man don't go for help, you got to go. Go, because it's not going to change. I tried. It's not going to change, because like I said, they don't see that they're the problem. They see that you're the problem, and actually you're not the problem. Right. So, you know what I mean, take care of yourselves. Any man sits there and try to put his hands on you, put it around your neck, smack you, right there, you're done. You got to go. That's right. You're done. You have to, because there's no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You got to go. Okay. Because once he does that and you allow that, and he comes with the words, I love you, I'm sorry, I'm just jealous. That's just to make you feel guilty. Okay. To make you feel guilty, like, oh yeah, I made him jealous and he loved me so much, so that's why he hit me. No, he's not daddy. He's not mommy. Right. No, he don't have rights to put his hands on you. So that's right there. Leave. Run. Run like Medea. Run. Run. Don't. Nothing's gonna change. That's just the first sign. Run. That's it. Don't stay there. Run. Be happy. It's the best thing in this world. Be happy. Thank the Lord what he gives you and the air you breathe, and you're still in this world. But staying in that relationship, you will not stay in this world. That's right. Okay. So that's what my book is about. Mine is about verbal abuse. Right. And I know if I would have stayed longer, it probably would have been with the hitting. Right. You know? Right. So that's the whole, they start with the verbal, they start breaking things, and the next thing, that's anybody could tell you, that's down the track. And now they're saying, okay, I take the power, you know, I'm taking power over her with the verbal abuse, breaking thing. She don't do nothing. The only thing she does is cry. So what's the next step? Right. I'm gonna beat her. That's right. That's right. No, you just can't stay in that relationship. You gotta, if you don't want to get help, you gotta go. Go and save yourself and be happy. There's somebody out there for somebody. That's it. Heal yourself first. Don't go into no relationship that fast. Right. Heal first. Because I'm still healing. It's 11 years. It's 11 years and I'm still healing. I just don't tell nobody. Right. And my daughter knows I'm still healing because it still hurts. It still bothers me. Right. Like, why you tolerate this? And it's because I was trying to keep the family together. No, don't do that. You did your part as a woman. He's not doing his part as a man. Run. That's it. That's right. Run. That's all I have to say about that. You really gave some good information, and I hope that anybody that's in, you know, situation like that, I hope they listen and take note and you know, follow your advice and do the right thing, save their lives and get a better life as well. And thank you that you did it. Hey, this was a great interview. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the next book, and you know, you're coming back again, and we're going to put the link in the body of the video so you can go and purchase the book. You got a chance to meet the author. That's the one thing, you got a chance to meet the author. Get to, you know, it's one thing to see a picture, a pretty picture on the back, or you know, and a little talk or whatever they did this, but to actually meet the author and see how inspirational
she is and how she's a survivor, and you know, she's taking on her responsibilities, taking care of her mother, you know, raising her family, and writing books, and a book author. So you know, she has done great things, you know, and continues to do great things. So definitely, I would say young women and older women, be inspired by her example, and also men, you be inspired by her example. And if you want to write a book, she told you go and write a book. She told you various ways, different ways you can do it. Follow her example, and you'll be on the right path. And like I said, this time I really appreciate you coming on the show. You really made it a great program. Again, I want everybody to know that you're a role model, and you're very talented, and we're definitely looking forward to you know, getting the first book, reading the first book, and the second book. And I'm pretty sure there'll be, you know, you'll have before we know it, about 10 books or whatever you yeah, and you know, whatever you want to, whatever you want to talk to, we definitely want to look to read your material, and be educated, and be better people.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Just think positive, stay strong. All my female friends, whatever out there,
Yeah.
all the females, men too, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying majority, it's majority with the women.
Right.
So be strong and go by that gut feeling and just run. If it's not gonna change, and go get that help, just go. You don't need that, and your kids don't need that, because the kids come out very troubled, and they think violence and talking to a woman, especially if you got boys, it's the right way, and it's not the right way. It's not. Yeah. So, you know, just let him know, you know, go get help. If not, you're leaving, you know, and that's it. There's help out there to get you help, you know. So just be safe out there, and all of you take care of yourself.
We really appreciate you. She's a mother at heart. She wants everybody to win and be successful. She can't help it. She just had to give you that advice so you can be the best version of yourself. We really appreciate her, and a good person, definitely, and a book author. So she has a voice that you need to hear. And I just want to say thank you for coming on the program. You were excellent. We definitely needed that good word.
Thank you so much for having me and listening to me, and everybody else listening about my book. And let me express so much about the book, and about, you know, real life. What, you know, it's not a movie, it's a real life. You know what I mean? It's real, it's reality, you know. So thank you so much for having me. And let me express to everybody, you know, about my book, and about, you know, what I went through.
Yeah, it's definitely deep, and I think it's gonna help a lot of people out there. And so everybody, that would do it for,
I hope so.
definitely. And so everybody, that would do it for this show. You stay on for a quick second, but we'll tell everybody goodbye, and definitely watch this video, subscribe, like, and share this video, and so that people can hear a good message, and you know, make good decisions. So until next time, you were on American Authors and Others, and we'll talk to you next time. Okay, bye-bye. You can say goodbye to them too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.